Kevin Pokesports, co-host of the Pokesports podcast, respected VGC personality, and shrewd tournament competitor. My opportunity to battle such an illustrious figure was a rare one, and my chances of actually winning, 1 in a million. After all, does Kevin have more Pokemon knowledge than me? Yes. Does Kevin have better battle instincts than me? Yes. But is Kevin a better team builder than me? Also, yes. So it occurred to me, why should I spend any time thinking about the best Pokemon against an opponent of this caliber when the work had already been done for me? When Kevin attended the Orlando Regionals on February 3rd, 2023, he brought 6 Pokemon that he deemed to be the best 6. Surely, if Kevin Pokesports himself believed that they could win, they must be the best team of 6. It was then I started thinking about using Kevin's own team against him, but no, that would be stupid. After all, who knows an army's strengths and weaknesses better than their king? Only a fool could think that would work, which is why I made the decision to bring Kevin's team while switching every set to falsely convince him into thinking he knew what was coming. Then maybe, just maybe, the fool could topple the king. It would prove much harder than I originally anticipated. If I wanted this to work, nothing could tip Kevin off until I started clicking moves. For this reason, I had to make the team aesthetically identical. Firstly, I obviously had to bring the same 6 Pokemon. Any change in that 6 could mean a change in any of the sets. Secondly, I had to order the team in the exact same way it appears at Team Preview in Kevin's version. Kevin saw his team in Team Preview hundreds of times, and if I slipped up here, he would know I bred the team myself and might think I changed some other things around. Thirdly, Team Preview also reveals the gender of Pokemon you're using, something Kevin was less likely to catch but still might. Only 3 of Kevin's Pokemon were gendered, meaning I obviously needed a female Indeedee, but also a female Torkoal and a male Armarouge. Fourthly, because the game was being played on cartridge, I would unfortunately have to perfectly match the Pokeballs each Pokemon was caught in, so he wouldn't be tipped off if he happened to notice when the Pokemon hit the field. Thanks to his team showcase video on the Pokesports YouTube channel, I was able to identify that his Torkoal was in a level ball, his Armarouge was in a repeat ball, his Indeedee was in a dream ball, his Great Tusk was in a timer ball, and his Brute Bonnet was in a master ball. We were almost there, but watching this video revealed my biggest problem of all. Whilst studying his team, I realized his Armarouge was shiny, as was his Brute Bonnet. I would have to replicate his shinies flawlessly as well. And something else spooked me. In Kevin's video, he never brought Fluttermane to a game. What if the Fluttermane was shiny and I didn't know it? If I led with Fluttermane and it was the wrong color, my entire cover would be blown. I had to find out. So I reached out to mutual friend and co-builder of Kevin's Orlando team, Angelost, on Discord. Unfortunately, Angelost failed to recall if Kevin's Fluttermane was shiny or not, but suggested I simply borrow the rental team and use it in a battle online to find out for myself, which is obviously something I easily could have done and figured out on my own, and somehow like a stupid idiot forgot was a thing despite sharing multiple rental codes myself to thousands of viewers a week while seemingly not understanding how they work at all. Once I learned Kevin's Fluttermane was indeed shiny, and in a friend ball, I got to shiny hunting. Fluttermane is luckily one of the easiest shinies to shiny hunt in Pokemon Scarlet, and I got pretty lucky on finding a Brute Bonnet. Hunting a shiny Armarouge was painstaking though, especially considering it had to be male, something I had no control over. I attempted to record this hunt at first, but after many hours I finally managed to hatch one off camera. Don't believe me? Well, deal with it. Not everything I do has to be captured for YouTube, you weirdo. The team had come together, and Team Preview was now identical. Now I needed to make sure the sets I chose didn't reveal themselves before I got to click a move either. For example, Indeedee had to have the Psychic Surge ability because the beans would be spilled if I led Indeedee and Psychic Terrain didn't activate. This also applied to held items, meaning no items could announce themselves early, and items that did announce themselves early had to stay. Taking all of that into account, Armarouge was the first Pokemon I looked at for altering. This Pokemon is annoying as hell in closed team sheet because it can try to go fast, it can try to go Trick Room, it loves to hold a million different items, and one wrong move from your opponent could lead to an Armarouge sweep. Kevin's Armarouge was Flash Fire Trick Room, so mine would definitely be weak armor, full offense. I also knew I didn't have to bring Wide Guard here since Kevin would assume it had Wide Guard and would likely hesitate to click a spread move against it anyway. Indeedee was next. It had to have Psychic Surge, which I would have honestly wanted anyway. Additionally, Kevin would assume it had Trick Room and target it down, so I opted for Protect and Heal Pulse for its allies. Indeedee also initially ran Safety Goggles, which was amazing for me. If Kevin assumed I had Safety Goggles, he would never click Spore with Indeedee on the field, leaving me free to run Culberberry. It was like I was holding two items at once. Fluttermane originally had Perish Song, so I swapped it for a surprise Icy Wind, a move that would never appear on Kevin's original Trick Room team. I also slapped Dazzling Gleam instead of Moonblast, in case Kevin assumed I couldn't go for a spread move at some point. Brute Bonnet changed to a far bulkier set, sporting Citrus Berry and Sucker Punch, something Kevin didn't choose on his. I'd have to be careful about my own Psychic Terrain, but I could also Sucker Punch to pop my own weak armor on Armarouge if I wanted. Great Tusk was built for power on Kevin's team, sporting a clear amulet and boosting attack in Sun. Since we were going for False Trick Room, I decided my Great Tusk would be cheeky as a speedster, so I manipulated the spread for full speed and HP, allowing Photosynthesis to boost speed in Sun. Because of the bulk, I thought Assault Vest could be a nice addition to surprise Kevin with what it could live, and I opted for Earthquake, Bulldoze, and Ice Spinner as new additions to the set. Because I slapped Clear Amulet onto Armarouge, Bulldoze could pop weak armor on Armarouge for max speed potential as well. Finally was Torkoal, and at this point, I'd also realized something terrible. Kevin's Torkoal actually had the mini mark, announcing Torkoal as teeny when it entered the field. Now, I'm stupid enough to shiny hunt for identical mons, but I have a life. I wasn't mark hunting this Torkoal. I'd have to move forward with an unmarked Torkoal and force myself to not lead Torkoal under any circumstances so my cover could stay intact. But as long as Torkoal was definitely blowing its cover once it hit the field anyway, it also meant I was free to run Air Balloon to avoid Tusk's Earthquakes. And since we weren't going for Trick Room, I invested full special defense with Heat Wave, Will-O-Wisp, and a special Bulldoze tech that I usually like to run on my bulky non-Trick Room Coals. This was the team. It was finally ready. All that mattered now was my performance. Could this really work? Would we even trick Kevin? Was all this effort for nothing in the end? This is what happened. What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Berm, and today we have a very special video because today I am joined for a best of 3 with YouTube rising star and Orlando regional participant Kevin
Top
Pokesports.
65th. Top 65th 40 CP earner. Hi, guys.
40 CP earner. So excited to battle you today. Also, Kevin and I recorded a best of 3 for the Pokesports channel, which you should definitely go check out. I think there's way more people who will be finding me from your video than will be finding you from my video.
Nah, you've been killing it, bro.
Well, thank you very much. If you want to go watch the other battle with different teams, go check out that video on Pokesports. And if you wouldn't mind liking, commenting, subscribing, I sure would appreciate that. Help this video reach more people. Let's hop into some battles here, shall we?
He's literally using my own team against me. Oh, God. Well, if there's anything that I know, it's that I know what all the moves are, at least. Oh boy, it's even in the exact same order that I have it because he's just using my rental code. Anyway, how do I beat myself? Can I even do that?
Armourouge feels like a solid lead, always. Fluttermane can't get faked out. So we might lead Fluttermane for this first one.
Here's the problem with Altaria. This Altaria, as you can see, is meant to be physical attackers no more, with Cotton Guard, Roost, Will-O-Wisp, and Dragon Breath with like max special defense and max HP. There's not a lot of physical attackers on my team, and that's one thing that I've noticed by playing it 10 rounds of Swiss.
We're going to bring the Torkoal in the back.
I have Taunt on Fluttermane. I could use that to my advantage. I have a Mungus. I can use that to my advantage. Is this King Gambit at least... Okay, it is a Fire-type King Gambit. I can use that also to my advantage.
I think that their King Gambit has to be way more scared of my team than I am of it. So I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Sucker Punch.
And then, hey, man. I'll bite the bullet and bring Altaria anyway. I'll be the guy. I should be running Iron Hands here. Should be.
All right. It's the moment of truth.
Pulled a fast one on me, huh? Armorer's Fluttermane. Okay. Not the end of the world. Could be a lot worse. I know his Fluttermane doesn't really have anything to stop me from doing my thing, and I know I can taunt the Armorers somewhat confidently. I
think I just Terra Grass so I don't get hit by a Shadow Ball. And I don't get, yeah, and then I just Heat Wave, don't I? And I just go for an Icy Wind.
I'm going to hard swap into Poseidon the King Gambit. I think Will just try to Trick Room against me. Maybe even not, actually. Now that I'm looking at the field, the board state, he might not even try to Trick Room against me. I might have just thrown away my King Gambit for absolutely no reason.
Oh my gosh, he did bring the King Gambit, but it's about to get hit by a Heat Wave.
Okay, Grass Terra. Okay, if he's going for Grass Terra, I definitely think Will is going to Trick Room, thankfully. There's very little reason to Grass Terra otherwise, I would think.
The first thing he'll notice is that it did not have Heat Wave. He taunted me thinking it was going to be the Trick Room.
All right, I outsped his Fluttermane, thankfully. Icy Wind. Oh, this isn't my team at all.
I missed the Icy Wind on their Fluttermane. Uh-oh.
This isn't fair, Will. He's winning my team, but not.
I give him a Defiant boost. Not great.
Oh, it's Heat Wave. I think I can live a Heat Wave, though. I do live a Heat Wave. Nice. All right. Still in danger. Still not having a great time here.
Oh, I can't protect after the taunt, right? I forgot that I got taunted there. We can go straight into Teeny here.
Yikes. Yeah, this is a rough one.
Oh, it's just so funny.
And I was just Icy Wind. Icy Winded.
I mean, how scared of the King Gambit am I even?
I'm just going to Sucker Punch here. If Will brought the Indeedee, I'm in trouble. But that's just the risk I'm going to have to take. All right, no Indeedee swaps. That's huge. And I know that he can't protect with this Armourouge. So the Sucker Punch should hurt a lot. Beautiful. All right, good. As long as I could trade something for my King Gambit, I think it's worth in the end.
It will not reveal just yet that I am weak armor. So we can keep that in mind for a future game.
Shadow Ball. Okay, good. That was a really good turn for us then. We get another turn to Sucker Punch something.
And let's go Teeny now. Let's do it.
Sent out Teeny. He didn't have a small Torkoal, so he just called it Teeny. I'm getting trolled on someone else's channel. But fine. Air balloon on his though. Okay.
I think I have to Heat Wave here with Torkoal. I could protect with Fluttermane to return. I don't hate that. Let's protect with Fluttermane for a turn.
Might hard swap into Altaria, not gonna lie. Hard swap into Altaria. Just go for the mean sucker punch onto Torkoal the Teeny.
I just want to know so bad what's happening in his head on the other side.
I gotta get this Torkoal out of eruption damage here.
Altaria comes out. Can I burn it? What even does it do? Is it special? Is it physical? The effects of weather disappear.
There's a protect on the Flutter. Thankfully, that's not what we went for. Big sucker onto the Torkoal. Excuse me, the Teeny. Pop in the air balloon. And then there is a heat wave. Okay, so I will lose my King Gambit here.
Okay.
But now I don't lose speed ties. Or I could still lose speed ties, but now I don't have the added disadvantage of being -1 on my Flutter main. Yo, Altaria, look at how much little damage I took.
The effects of weather disappear. Does that mean though that Fluttermane doesn't have its speed boost? I guess it doesn't matter, right? Because if I don't have my speed boost, then he doesn't have his speed boost. So I can just Icy Wind here to make everything slower for my boy in the back. For Great Tusk. He's going to Terra.
So I probably could have held Terastallization here, but this is just in case Will is so afraid of my Altaria that he doesn't even want to see it on the field and just goes for the Moonblast. Let's go, Altaria. You got this. There's my Flutter Protect. Is going to be a Torkoal Protect? An Icy Wind. Okay, no Torkoal Protect then. Will my Dragon Breath be enough to knock out Torkoal? Only time will tell. I would really appreciate if it was.
Just Dragon Breath. We're living that, though, because we are so specially bulky.
Okay, well, Altaria might die. You deserve it! Okay, it's all good.
Yeah, well, that's fair. That is fair. Nothing changes about what I'm doing, though. I'm doing the same thing. There is nothing changing from my perspective. Actually, that's not true. That isn't true. I'm going to Heat Wave with you, but I am Shadow Balling with you. I want Fluttermane gone. I now know that Altaria is a special attacker, and I have an Assault Vest Great Tusk in the back.
This is bad. This is actually incredibly bad, because that's my only attack. Yes! Okay, I'll take that. That's my only attacking move on Altaria, by the way. But I do still have a little friend. Sawdust the Gourmet. I have a little friend. And he has Great Tusk the Great. Oh, jeez.
I could Ice Spinner the Amoonguss if we think they're going to try. I think he's going to start doing stuff with this Amoonguss, and I'm not scared of the Altaria at all. So I'm actually going to Ice Spinner the Amoonguss, and I'm going to Shadow Ball Amoonguss as well. Yep. We're just going to double into Amoonguss here. Just going to Rage Powder, so he actually won't even know that I doubled into Amoonguss.
All right, there's a Shadow Ball. Youch. Oh, that special defense drop might matter in the end. Followed by Ice Spinner. We still hang on through Ice Spinner and all. That was a crit too.
Hit by the Rocky Helmet. And the Will-O-Wisp comes out from the Altaria. We'll see how much that affects things here.
Here's a sad truth. I'm going to have to sit here until the end of the game. Will-O-Wisp stalling even the Fluttermane. I don't actually have a choice. That's what I have to do, is I have to sit here and Will-O-Wisp stall until the end of the game. Yikes, this is going to be a disaster. All right, Sawdust is going to go down. Let's see how much we take from a headlong rush. I have faith. Close combat. Yikes! That was a lot more damage than I thought it was going to be.
That's good stuff. Burn or no burn, that's good stuff.
I think I lose this one. I think the close combat being that much damage kind of threw me off a little bit. I was really expecting it to be a lot less.
No more sun, and it is saying that the photosynthesis stuff is wearing off. Or you know what it was? I think it stopped photosynthesis from popping for Great Tusk, but it came in after photosynthesis had already gone off for Fluttermane. So weirdly, I think what actually ended up happening was that it wasn't a speed tie. I already had the speed boost with my Fluttermane, and his Fluttermane came out after Altaria had already come in, meaning he did not get his speed turned up, and I got my speed turned up. So I don't think those were actually speed ties.
I think my win con here was not getting rid of my King Gambit that early. I kind of did switch in King Gambit into a very obvious fire move, and that set me really far back, really early. So that didn't need to happen. All right, we actually do live that, but we're not going to live the close combat. The Altaria is tanky, but it might just not be what we need here.
I expected it to do more, so it's especially bulky. I want to keep that in mind.
But I think this game 2 is going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting. GG's, Will.
Regardless, I am ready for game 2. Let's see if we can't pull off some more of these this team shenanigans. Good game, Kev.
Okay, maybe this ain't the game for Altaria, just saying. Nevertheless, it might be the game for Bundle. I didn't respect Bundle last game. It might be a decent Pokemon to bring this game. Let's bring in the King Gambit.
I could go Great Tusk and Indeedee to start. Swap hard just to get the Psychic Terrain up so he can't fake me out. In case he leads hands this time.
We do have Encore just in case they do Trick Room, so that is an option. I don't know if we lead with it though. It might be a late game option. I might just bring Amoonguss just to deter them from Trick Room.
I could go hard into the Torkoal, which would give me the Sun Boost, and I could just Earthquake immediately because I think I then would outspeed anything on his side.
Then last but not least, I guess is Fluttermane. I don't think Will is going for Trick Room. I think he's rocking the Trick Room team, just like meh.
And Armorage feels like a really nice just pick for that last slot.
I don't know if Will's copying my exact sets because that's the problem, right? We definitely don't have Icy Wind on our Fluttermane, but could be safety goggles on the Indeedee. I just have no idea of knowing. So I guess I just got to go for the Blind Spore onto the Indeedee.
We did what we needed to do, which was basically get him to commit an entire turn to taunting based on the fact that he thought I'd have Trick Room. He still doesn't know that I don't have Trick Room, by the way. He also doesn't know that we have Energy Ball.
That's kind of bad for my King Gambit.
By the way, Safety Goggles is usually on his Indeedee. If he tries to Spore my Indeedee, or if he tries to Spore at all, I could easily be going for Follow Me and him be sporing into my Indeedee, which would be stopped by the Safety Goggles. So we have like a ghost Safety Goggles right now.
We haven't seen EQ. As Close Combat Ice Spinner, Headlong Rush, it might not have Protect. There's just no way of knowing. I need an open team sheet so bad.
But I'm going to switch hard into Torkoal here. Get the Sun going.
Let's keep it simple for now. Withdraws the Indeedee. Okay, I don't think there's anything on that team that wants to take a Kotel except for the Bonnet. Yeah, Teeny. Even Teeny doesn't want to take it. Photosynthesis now activated onto the Tusk. Oh, okay. That doesn't actually matter. Oh, that means that he's definitely going for EQ. He has EQ that whole time. Ground Terra. Ground Terra EQ. I'm a little sad now. There's no reason to do it otherwise with the air balloon. My rage power is going to mean absolutely nothing. Oh, how much I need an open team sheet is sad. I've been... Yeah, there's not a single Pokemon on the planet that'll live this. My Amoonguss might not even live this. My Poseidon actually lived it. Hold on. Wait, I'm a little surprised by that, not gonna lie.
Now I can just Ice Spinner the Amoonguss, and I can go for a Heat Wave right here with Teeny.
There's no way he does it again.
Shouldn't need to close combat. Don't need to drop my stats. I'm still nice and bulky here.
I'm so confused as to what I should be doing right now. Should I actually let the King Gambit go down? I don't know. I think I shouldn't. I don't think it's the better play to do. So I will just Kotao the Teeny again. I honestly think I need to double die on my side of the field. Like, I'm at that point where I think I need to get double KO'd on my side of the field for me to have any resemblance of winning this game. Okay, I should be able to take one Ice Spinner. I do have Rocky Helmet, so I'll chip him a little bit.
Oh, I got rid of my own Psychic terrain, which is kind of an issue.
Got rid of his own terrain. Hey, I'll take that. Means I could Sucker Punch next turn. It's huge. Now is a Heat Wave. Does double connect. All right, it's fine. I kind of needed that to happen. Because now what it means is I have all the momentum this next turn, assuming my moves connect. Because I'm pretty sure my Fluttermane and my bundle might be able to take the game back. We'll see, though.
And there's the Fluttermane. So here's really where the Assault Vest could come into play. We're no longer weak to fairy moves. And he brought Bundle instead. That's super interesting.
Is an Icy Wind enough to take out Torkoal at this range? I think it is. Torkoal is at, like, hardly any HP, right? I think it is. I think it's enough. So I'm just going to Moon Terra, Fairy Terra, and Icy Wind here. Actually, I don't have to. Why would I go for the Icy Wind? For the speed control, question mark?
Do I think a Bulldoze is worth it here?
Just in case whatever swaps in? No, because my bundle will definitely be the fastest on whatever swaps in. Yeah, I just have a... I don't want to say an easy turn here. I have a good turn here. I go for the Freeze Dry onto the Torkoal, and I can finish off the Great Tusk, I believe. The Great Tusk isn't a fighting type anymore, but this is a ×2 Fairy stab in Photosynthesis. Granted, Photosynthesis gives me speed on this one. But yeah, it's a ×2 stab on Photosynthesis, and Great Tusk does not have the greatest defense in the world. I'm gonna be a little bit sad if it lives at 1 HP though. Because it's very possible that this Great Tusk is just Assault Vested.
Get a nice Protect going there. We'll see who goes first here. It should be the Fluttermane.
I regret my decision not to Icy Wind. Oh, we'll see what happens. I regret my decision incredibly not to Icy Wind.
And he tried to Freeze Dry into the Torkoal slot. Not bad.
Bulldoze. Oh. Don't know if that matters. It might matter for the late game.
I can't stop thinking about what he's thinking over there. What he's doing. There's the speed drop with a huge chunk to the Fluttermane as well.
Okay, well now I have no reason not to just Freeze Dry, right?
I could actually double Bulldoze in case he misses like a Hydro Pump or something.
That's definitely an Assault Vested one, by the way. Also, Bulldoze did a lot of damage. That was enough? For it to outspeed? That was enough? Dude, this is the world's fastest Tusk. It's throwing me off because I'm expecting it to be my Tusk, and it's not. The fact that you can outspeed my bundle with a booster energy in speed. All I had to do was Icy Wind, like 2 turns ago. All I had to do was Icy Wind. And I didn't do it.
And now he's sitting at -2 speed. But it doesn't really matter, because all I do here is I follow me with Indeedee and Expanding Force. I could do a fun thing and reveal that I have Energy Ball, but then I think that might reveal to him for game 3, even though it is a best of... Well, it's a back. I could just do it. Be fun.
My only saving grace is, like, for some reason, Will decides to Trick Room, but that'd be silly of him. All right, there's the Follow Me. I just went for an Encore. But I don't even think I take a hit here. Yeah, Energy Ball. Oh, okay, so it's Energy Ball Armorers. Oh, I'm regretting telling Will that I don't want an open team sheet for this. But you know what? I deserve this.
That's going to be game 2. Kevin, you built a really good team here, friend. Happy to be using it. Good game.
I'm going to go to game 3. My goal here isn't to win the set. Obviously, I've already lost the set. My goal here is to get a win. Any win. At all. I'm starting to think that maybe King Gambit isn't the one. I'm starting to think that just leading with Bundle and Flutterman might be my one chance to get enough momentum to win the game. I keep psyching myself out about Trick Room and needing to have a counter to Trick Room, which is the reason why I'm even bringing the... No, I'm not going to bring it.
Maybe we lead Brute Bonnet this time. And I can go Armarouge here as my lead as well.
Should I bring the hands here? Like, low-key hands does do a lot for me.
Fluttermane and Great Tusk have a great matchup against this team. I got pretty lucky with what Kevin ended up choosing to bring.
I think I keep forcing myself onto the King Gambit, and it just hasn't worked out for me yet. But it hasn't worked out for me because I just don't know what I'm up against. I'm facing Pokemon that I thought I knew, but I don't know these ones. I don't know these Pokemon.
Let's go Tusk again. Let's just do it. I'm excited to use Tusk. I haven't used it on my own channel, so let's get it some more screen time, baby.
At least we got Will thinking what he wants to do at the end, going all the way down to 2 seconds. All right. One win. One win, and I will be content, which means that I technically went 2-1 for the day. But hey, I'll take what I can get.
Good luck, Kev.
Bonnet Armarouge. Okay, that's the first time I'm seeing this lead. Not a horrible thing, though. I highly doubt Will has... Wide Guard. When I saw Energy Ball, I don't think Will has Wide Guard. So I'm considering just Icy Wind plus Taunt. Do I need to Icy Wind?
Is he going to think that I have Sucker Punch? Could also just Rage Powder here.
I'm gonna swap in hands and Taunt.
Let's do something crazy. Let's Sucker into the Armarouge. Let's Terrastalize, and we'll Energy Ball into the Bundle. Oh, Bundles is switching out. And here comes Hands. Hands is going to have to take a Terra boosted Energy Ball here.
It's gonna be Grass Terra. All right. He also knows that I have Taunt. I did it game 1. Oh, but if he's Rage Powdering and Taunting, that's when I could be in some deep doo-doo. We'll see, though. Sucker Punch. Okay, good. Oh, come on. We're going against this.
Ooh, that did nothing to Iron Hands, though. And the Taunt goes into the Brute Bonnet there. Okay.
Well, I don't want that to happen again. I will Fake Out. And I will blast the moon. Let's get rid of this thing while we can. Okay. We saw Heat Wave. Energy Ball. We haven't seen anything else out of this Armarouge.
We saw that my Armarouge now outspeeds. Oh, this is so dumb, though, because now I'm going to boost their speed.
Into Torkoal. That's also fine. The Indeedee was the one that I was going to be afraid of. But thankfully, it just isn't.
Oh, that was so dumb. That was the exact opposite of what I should have done. I boosted his speed now.
Once you show me that there is a thing on the field with +2 speed and +2 weakness policy nonsense, I target it. Now, I guess he could protect there. And if he does, so be it. Yeah, there's a protect. Okay. This was still my best play, I think.
Gotta assume the Fake Out was going into Armarouge, right? Yeah.
Because I should still be faster. Because +2 Armor Rouge needs a lot of investment just to outspeed a Dragapult. And I am Booster Energy in the sun right now. Not Booster Energy, but I am in the sun.
I'm going to Wisp the Iron Hands there.
I guess I'll Volt Switch onto the Torkoal. Just try to get out of here. Followed by a Moonblast. That should still hopefully outspeed and knock it out.
And I could just try to Heat Wave, but he's going to move first now, and he will kill me. And that's my fault. Yep.
Thank God it's gone. Oh, that makes me happy to see it disappear. All right, this Volt Switch should be okay.
And the Volt Switch goes off of Torkoal. Who's going to take that phenomenally, by the way.
I'm essentially picking a Pokemon to sack here. I hate to do this to you again, but I think I need Bundle. Especially, yeah, I think I need Bundle, especially against the Moongus. Not a Moongus, Bonnet.
Ooh, I'll burn you if I can hit it.
Oh, okay, I guess there are worse things that can happen. Like a big eruption just one-shotting both my mons here, but I'm happy that that happened instead. Not happy, but I guess I will have to deal.
What I have to do is go Brute Bonnet here. I got a Bulldoze with Torkoal now.
I'm thinking that since the Bonnet has Rage Powder, it also means the Bonnet doesn't have Protect. I think it can assume that. And it also can't Terrastalize.
Got a Bulldoze. Do I feel like I need to Rage Powder? Though. I'm not entirely sure I do. And I think I could just Spore the Fluttermane in case they mess that up. In case Kevin messes that up and goes for the Torkoal. Basically has to choose. Yeah.
Great damage onto Bonnet. Okay. So far, we're still in this. It only took us 3 games. I'm doing absolutely no damage to this Torkoal. Everything on this team has Bulldoze, Tom. This actually is good for my King Gambit, though. I just realized Torkoal hasn't actually shown us Eruption yet. Is it possible that this is just a Torkoal?
What I needed was that speed drop so that Tusk could come in here and just go for Earthquakes.
Yeah, I was going to say, the fact that Torkoal went for Bulldoze here for the speed control means that the Tusk is coming out. Oh, that's what I didn't realize last game. This is a speedy Tusk. Jeez, dude. All right. Well, thankfully I can swap for that, right? I have the Pokemon necessary to make swaps.
Fluttermane's going to swap out Altaria in the back? Or do we know who's in the back? It's Iron Hands. I'll take that. He's going to reset his stats over there, which is a smart play.
Poker Protect's probably just an EQ coming. I guess I should have seen that coming. So I know the Torkoal's whole moveset. It's Heat Wave, Protect, Bulldoze, and something else. I should be able to take this with at least the hands, though. Oh, wait. Cool. At least the both of them. That works for me, too.
Okay. And the sun has to be disappearing soon, right? We got one more turn of sun. Okay. I could just Heat Wave, and that'll clean up whatever this doesn't kill. I think that I just CC the Iron Hand. I don't want to drop my thing, though.
I don't need the hands right now. The hands can wait. The hands can get burnt and can die. My goal here has to be to get some damage onto the Torkoal, because the Torkoal is the one that I can't defeat in the endgame. Especially considering how tanky this stupid turtle is. Why is this game so stressful? It means nothing. I have no idea. All right, there's the fake out. Gonna stop the Tusk from moving this turn. I'm gonna get burnt this turn, but hey, at least I get a big Kotao off. Decent damage, especially after the oh, they just Heat Wave. I guess that works too. Which means I could have suckered, but it's all good. It's fine. Sunlight does fade. That's huge for us. It means their photosynthesis turns off.
And I think the question really is, does Terra Fairy kill my... I think it definitely does. Because I think I was Earth Terror the last time I took a Moonblast here.
Because I think the Tusk is... No, a Tusk is Assault Vested. We learned this last game. Tusk does not have Protect. So we can go for the Moonblast onto the Tusk. Then I will just Volt Switch onto the Teeny. Should have brought my Orlando team against Will. It would have been funny to watch the mirror match. All right, Moonblast. Should thankfully be enough to knock out Tusk no matter what set you are. Good riddance.
Yeah, the Terra Fairy's too much there.
We're going to take a game at least. It's definitely looking like we're going to take a game.
Doesn't kill the Torkoal.
It's all good. It's all dandy. I guess I'll show him my bundle. Here you go. It's a bundle. It's a bundle of joy.
Yeah, Kevin did a great job in this one. I was my own worst enemy by setting that sun way too early.
All right, we take a game. That's all I wanted. I know I still lose the best of 3, but I took a game. But damn, talk about Will taking my 6 Pokemon and just making it his own.
GG's, though. Such a fun set. Really, really fun set.
I Torkoal. Thanks. Thanks so much for dying. I defeated Burm at least once. You think you're so funny, huh, Will? You think you got jokes smacking me with my own team and then having none of the same sets?
Dude, when you taunted on that first turn, I about lost my mind. I was so excited. I don't know like how much you were paying attention, but all the Pokemon are in the right Pokeballs. All the shinies are correct. All the genders are correct. The only thing I couldn't get were like the marks.
I saw that. So you called your Torkoal Teeny.
And I knew that Torkoal was going to be the one that you were going to identify anyway because it had the air balloon. Like I was really careful about like not giving you items that showed so that those would also be a surprise.
I literally thought you just came in with my team and was just going to play my team. And then when I got into the battle, I'm like, okay, at least I know what my team does.
Yeah.
It didn't do anything that my team did. I played that team 10 rounds of Swiss. I know that team inside and out.
That was the idea. That was the idea, was that there was no way you know this team better than anybody else in the world. What I have on screen right now is Kevin's actual team. I'm not sharing my team because my team is literally an antithesis to his team. My team doesn't actually do things it's supposed to. That was really just to counter Kevin. You should use Kevin's team, though, because Kevin's team did really well for him in Orlando.
Unlike today.
These are all the things that it should be doing. It's a very cool team. It's a very fun team. I had to play with your team to understand what I should do differently. So I have found success with
so
this team
much
as well.
studying done. Jeez.
I DM'd Angelost as well just to see if there was anything I should... Yep.
He's a traitor? Thankfully, I took a game.
If anybody's still sticking around, thanks for sticking around. Go check out Kevin. Go watch our other video on Kevin's channel. Kevin and Mike. Mike is also... Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Mike. What's up,
yeah,
Mike?
everyone loves Mike.
Pokesports, obviously an amazing resource. Also, I want to thank you while I have you. You traded me some really important breeding mons early in Scarlet and Violet, which is what allowed me to get my content going like a week after instead of a month after. So I appreciate that.
You got it.
And also just all the love you send my way by using my teams. Always much appreciated, my friend. Thanks so much for battling with me. I hope this was fun for the viewers. Like, comment, and subscribe on my video. Like, comment, and subscribe on Kevin's video. And we'll do this again someday. Kev?
Hey, see you in Hartford. You better go.
Oh, yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.